So the truth about awakening that no one wants to hear is how much it's going to pull the person of you, the ego of you, through the mud and out the other side. It's really like you're being put, imagine the character of you imagine a Sims game, and that sim is picked up, and then, this is not really a great analogy, but is put through a dishwasher, and then is cleaned in all the areas that it needs to be cleaned and that it can't see itself. What is so confronting to some people in this process is that when self-inquiry is done, when you're really peeling off layers of the onion, you could say, you're revealing more and more about yourself and about reality. And that can feel quite uncomfortable at times. And naturally, it does feel strange at times. You are shifting how you see the world, how you see yourself, how you see others, how you see reality a lot. There are lots of things that change, even though what you're awakening to is something that is already there. The awareness that is always present in everyone and everything. You're really just peeling off the layers to see that for what it is. And there's something so ridiculously simple in that, yet we like to make it into some big achievement or big thing, and it's not that at all. It's literally a peeling away of what you're not to return to now, to return to source, to who you are, and coming into contact with reality, which is in this moment, is in the breath, is in the senses. The senses play such a big part in this, and why it can feel strange for people is because when someone is just identified with the egoic mind and with the thought streams, you really don't know. It can be really hard even using words to explain what that place is, the place of liberation, which is felt. It's felt in the body, it's felt in the breath, and it feels so liberating, and it feels opening and energetic and free. It's like the fish in the fishbowl analogy. A fish doesn't know that it's actually in water, right, until it's actually taken out, because it doesn't know what being outside of water is actually like. So it's like that liberating state and place is like the water that you've always been in. You just haven't been taken out. And I think it's once you get taken out, you see, oh, I am this loving, present, aware, free awareness that doesn't go anywhere. And I've always been that. But this is such a liberating thing, because no matter what happens in experience, thoughts, feelings, and situations, I know that I am the source in which all of that appears within. And it stops even the ego and the person or the construct and how that all operates it's like an energy within the mind. It's an energy within thought streams, and it has a certain quality to it. It can feel really intense at times, deluding, but once you drop out of that, you drop into the moment, into non-linear being. You go, oh, this has always been here. But why is this not taught in schools? Why is this not commonly known worldwide? If everyone knew this, if everyone knew that the center of who they were was infinite awareness, which is everyone and everything just appearing as different forms, then what a different world we would live in. Then why would you go and hurt someone else? You wouldn't, because you would understand that that person is inherently you at the core. And when people hurt other people, it's because of that disconnection, really, that at the root of, even beyond the reason in the human realm of why they're doing that, to others. Beyond that even is the trauma of being disconnected from source, right? And the ego has such a strength to it. I don't like calling it ego all the time, but the ego, the character, the egoic mind, yeah, it has a certain strength to it. And you notice the more you start coming into being, non-linear being, into the moment, into the body, into the breath, it will try and push its way through. And we're not going to get rid of that here, because actually to experience space-time and a sense of individuality, there has to be an apparent person, ego. But what we're doing here is we're bringing the divine nature that is realized in you. We're bringing that through the person. We're bringing that through what you do. And so it's really like just an undoing and not becoming anything. And it can feel scary at times, because you can feel, oh, things are really shifting. Am I going crazy? That's quite a common thought for people, because you start seeing things so differently. You're not going crazy. Actually, what appears like normal in the world, constant anxiety, constant depression, constant fear, that's considered normal. But you know, what is normal? It's not really, and that's why everyone wants freedom from that. And in fact, the freedom from that is just waking up to your non-linear being and knowing, oh, that energy is always there. And when those anxious moments, which are usually projections of thoughts and images, when those come, I know that I am an inherently peaceful, free being now that is only ever here, and those are appearing within of the past or future. There's not actually a solid reality to it, but you're learning to come back to who you are, come back to the moment, so you can see with clarity. You can still imagine, but you can see with more clarity, rather than getting lost in the energy of that thought, that feeling, that image. And more so, you're keeping the energy contained here, because in this moment, and when you're connected to source, there is energy. It's felt all through the body. It's just known that there is no, that energy is in everyone and everything, that the awareness that you're witnessing now, that's shining through your experience, everything appears within that. I appear within that. The seeming separate avatar that I am appears within the infinite awareness that is watching this now. So everything is appearing within you. I am you as that infinite awareness, just as another symbol, just as another manifested form, just reflecting this back. We're all just mirrors to each other. And okay, when you wake up to this, it's a bit of a funny thing, because you might want to, so much shifts, and then the Western world, it's not really designed to support this unfolding for people. So, it's not like, you go to the shops, you're at the cash register, and then, the cash register person scans something twice, and you go, oh no, it's okay, like, you are just me. And then you stand there just looking at them. It's like there's certain programs here that are designed to keep the show going, to keep the matrix going. But you're still allowed to play the game, but not be completely lost in the source, lost in it. You can actually enjoy playing it by coming back to knowing that you are the creator now. And what is that power of the creator that you tap into? It's realizing that you never leave this moment, and everything manifests from this moment. You are this moment. I am this moment right now. And to keep the game going, to keep the matrix going, it has to be done through the imagination, through the through the imagination of that story, that storyline of separate people, what I like and dislike, past and future, all created from now. So you are that one, imagining and creating everything. And the source of that one is peace, is joy, is love. It doesn't need to prove itself to anyone or anything. It just is. Okay, thanks for watching.